Welcome to another segment. I'm Mr. Hammer from Future Online Academy. I'm going to take a look at control accounts in today's lesson. Don't worry, don't panic. I'm going to assist you. The key concepts which you are going to look at are in ordinary level or IGCSE. We have the purposes, the types, preparation, and the sources of information. And in terms of A level financial accounting, ZIMSEC, both ZIMSEC Cambridge, and for tertiary students who are doing finance degrees, they do financial accounting modules in first years. We are going to look at the adjustments and the reconciliation part. In today's video, the first introductory part, we're going to take a look at the purposes, the types, the preparation, and the sources of information. I'm going to break down all these aspects, starting with the ordinary level IGCSE, meaning to say that if you are an A-level student, Form 5 or 6, or a financial accounting student, this you need to know all level stuff, which I'm going to take a look at. According to the purposes of control accounts, you need to know the reasons why we prepare control accounts. The first one, I'm just going to give you to check arithmetic accuracy. That's the first one. Then the second one is to deter fraud. You go and research some of the purposes of preparing control accounts. You need to just know 5. Then looking at the types of control accounts, we have 2 types of control accounts. We have the sales ledger control account and the purchases ledger control account. The sales ledger control account, it can be called the total receivables control account, and also the purchases ledger control account, we can call it the total payables control account. Then in terms of preparation, we are going to do the formats of the sales ledger control account and the purchases ledger control account. In terms of the sources of information, we are going to look at various books, for example, the day books, and also not all, but and some cash books. I've just done the introductory part just to break down these 4 aspects as required by the revised syllabus of ZIMSEC and also the syllabus of IGCSE, the Cambridge syllabus. We need to be aware of all these 4 items. And I'm going to assist you, and at the end of this video, I encourage you to subscribe, like, and share, and you will actually be able to attempt some questions. Let's take a look at the types and preparations. Okay, we are now moving on to the sales. We are going to start with the sales ledger account. The sales ledger account, or it's called the sales ledger control account. Control account. I'm going to give you the format of the sales ledger control account. Make sure you follow, that you actually write down the format. This is 20. So you start by writing the currency. You can be given pounds, you can be given dollars, you can be given Zimbabwean dollar. Just put the 20x. Then this you put the years. Then you actually put the month, January 1. In terms of the sales ledger control account, you need to know that it has got a debit balance. Meaning, if you have a debit balance, you have a balance BD, and you record your balance BD. I'll put another column here. I'll put another column for the currencies. Then also, in some cases, it's not always. In some cases, you might be given a balance BD on the credit side. Let me write given. You might be given, but it's not always the case where you're given the balance BD. If they did not give you the balance BD on the credit side, you just need to leave it blank. Don't write balance BD, then you put a dash. No. just leave it blank. Then moving on, starting with the debit side, we are going to move on to the during the month. We actually record what we call, we have credit sales. We sold goods on credit, and note that we don't record cash sales in the sales ledger control account. We record only credit sales. Then moving on, we have dishonored checks. We have dishonored checks. We record dishonored checks. Then we have cash refunds. Cash refunds to customers. You record cash refunds to customers. We have the interest on overdue accounts. On what? On customers you record also. Don't forget to write this balance CD. In some cases you might be given this balance CD. Moving on to the credit side. The credit side, write 31. During the month we might have returns inwards. You may also have cash or bank. Money received from customers, you record it on the credit side. You may also have discount allowed. You record discount allowed here. You might also have bad debts. You need to know this format, because in some cases, actually not some cases, but mostly you are not given this format. There is a contra or set off. You record contra or set off also. Then you actually close your balance with this balance CD. It is calculated. The examiner will require you to calculate this balance CD. Then you close off your balances. You add the totals of this one. You add the totals of this one. You just compare. I'm going to illustrate how you get the balance CD, which is calculated using an example. But don't ever tempt yourself in an examination to leave your control account like this. You'll be penalized. There's no control account which ends with balance CDs. We bring them down. Meaning to say that you write 20x, it was January, it will be February 1, balance BD of this balance CD. I'll use a different marker. This balance CD will come here. Then this balance CD, you actually record 20x. The next month, February 1, balance BD. Then you record on the side. You actually record this one. I forgot to put the currency here. This is the preparation of the sales ledger control account. That's how you prepare the sales ledger control account. And also, that's how you present your work in an examination. But before I go any further, I want to take a look at the sources of information. I'm going to write them here. Sources of information. You might be asked to write down the sources of information of the sales ledger control account. In simple terms, they're just saying, where do you get all these items which we're recording in the sales ledger account? First and foremost, we are going to take a look. The first source of information, it is the sales day book. Sales day book. Number 2, you've got the cash book. But the cash book gives us many things. It gives us many items, such as in the cash book we might find the cash, or so not bank actually, the checks. This cash or bank, it comes from the cash book. The credit sales, they come from the sales day book. Then the cash book also gives us the dishonored check. Dishonored check. Then the cash book also, it gives us the discount allowed. Which cash book gives us the discount allowed? It is the 3-column cash book. This discount allowed comes from the 3-column cash book. Then the bad debts, it comes from the bad debts journal. We also have what we call the on item 3, you have the bad debts journal. So you may give us the source of information. These are the source of information. Then, before I go any further also, I want to assist you and give you the items which do not appear in the sales ledger control account. Items that do not appear in the sales ledger control account. Number 1, you don't record the provision for bad debt account. Number 2, you don't record cash sales. Number 3, you don't record trade discounts. You need to know this. This is the most critical part. You need to know that you don't record provision for bad debts in the sales ledger control account, but the examiner will give you a figure of the provision for bad and doubtful debts in a control account in the given information, and the examiner will require you to prepare a sales ledger control account. But you don't need to put or record any. You did not see any provision for bad and doubtful debts account in this format. And in terms of cash sales, I told you that you record the credit sales. In terms of trade discount, there's no trade discount, there's only discount allowed. Let's meet on another segment where we take a look at the purchases ledger control account.